Hi, everybody. This is Natalie with JD's Realty and Auction, and I'm here today to go over with you the down and dirty on SignUp Genius. Really simple, great program that we've been using at our auction gallery for pickups and previews. I'm sorry, complete, just blacked out this just then. So previews as well as pickups, for background checks for our firearms as well, which has really helped to streamline our pickup process. It's expectation management on both ends, both for the customer as well as for staff, and it makes the pickup process so much smoother. So I'm hoping that you'll take a moment, watch this video, and see how this can be an asset for your auction team. All right, so let's get started. Once you've logged in and signed up, it's just signupgenius.com. Hopefully you've already created an account, and if you have, then go ahead and get logged in. If you haven't created an account, it's a really simple process. We're not going to go over that because I'm pretty sure everybody is familiar with how to create an account. Online, it's pretty straightforward. There's multiple ways you can sign up. You can sign up for free version, which is what we have, and it fits our needs perfectly. Or you can pay different tiers for different things. We find that the free version is the best for us. We get as many signups as we want. The only downfall is that it's not brandable, so we can't put JD's auctions on the sign up. We can't embed it, or maybe you can now. I'll have to double check, but it used to be you couldn't embed it into your website, which is, it would be nice if you were able to. And then, of course, as you can see on my screen, we have ads. But if it doesn't matter to you and doesn't distract your customers, then it should be a successful tool in your arsenal for pickups. All right, so let's go ahead and create a sign up. You go to the green button at the top, and there you are. So real simply, just go ahead and title it, whatever you would like to title it. For everybody who this is your first time using this, you're going to want to add a group. We have pickups, the name of our group. You can name it just about anything you want, so you can categorize this. You see here we have quite a few groups here. I would not recommend using a name. This is a name of your pickup, and because you're really only going to use it that one time. Use something that's going to be a little bit more universal. Pickups, for every time you have a pickup, or for maybe your pickup and background checks or preview appointments. These other ones, we learned that we haven't, these are so old, we haven't used those in a long time. So pick something that you'll use on a regular basis in a naming convention that makes sense to you. Okay, moving down, then you get to your theme design. This is kind of the fun part a little bit. If there's a fun part to SignUp Genius, you get to choose, what your background looks like. We use any of the free backgrounds here. If you notice, that has the gold ribbon. Those are for paid subscribers, so you won't be able to use those unless you pay for them. But there's quite a few to choose from, and some of them are kind of fun. I do, and it's springtime and even summertime. I do like to use this pretty butterfly meadow. It just looks nice, and I think it looks pretty. So this is the one that if I'm making them, I use a lot. Some of the other ones more utilitarian. So just whatever suits you at the time. Here you can put whatever you would like to put into your pickup description. So if you have specific information for that pickup that you would like to put out to everybody, thank yous are nice. Whatever you feel like putting in there, you can put in there. This is something that we use. I don't ever change it. It works it works well for us. And then you just do save and continue. Then you're moving over to slot. This is the format that we use for all of our pickups. It seems to be the cleanest, best, easiest way and fastest way for me to input the information, rather than using these other ones. You can go ahead and click on these and play around with them, but for our purposes, my purposes, this one seems to be the easiest and best for us. So once you've selected, you know, the dot that you want to use, you just go to add date. So this is how we like to do it. We're just going to add the 22nd and 23rd, and let's do, actually, you know what, let's just keep it really simple. Let's just do 2 days. You can add as many as you want in any order that you would like, and they'll show up just like this. It's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. But for our sake, we're going to keep it really, really simple and just do 2 days. So the start time, this is how we're going to, when we're going to start the pickup, the actual time of the pickup. So ours usually always starts at 12 o'clock. And we ended at 6 o'clock. And then you use the ice cream cone. You can type in your location here. However, if you type it in, it will not hyperlink it to a map view, which some of our buyers do like to use when they're looking at the location. So if you would like to just have the location address, you don't have to go any further than just typing in the address. Or if you would like to have a little bit more interactive map view, then click on the ice cream cone, click on the plus, and then whatever it is that you would like to put in here. So I'm just going to put test, estate, let's see, 1, 2, 3, Meadow Lane. Wow. There we go. Uh-oh. Whoops. Right, slow down. And then make sure you put the country in. If you don't put the country in, you'll just get an error message saying that you didn't fill out the form completely. Then you hit save. And there it is, test auction. And then what it does is it saves it in your drop down right there. So here, we're going to start this one at 3 p.m. to 6. Do our drop down. There it is, and done, and it automatically fills. You know what? I am going to do the 24th because I want to show you how easy this program is, how user-friendly it is in this view. Okay, and then you click add. And that adds all your dates. There you are, your dates with your complete times annotated and your locations. Then you go to add slot. This is where you start your time, so 12 to 1 p.m. However many slots that you need. Our auctions, I typically do this before the auctions are over, so I just put in a number to do as a placeholder. We start off at 4 typically. You can put whatever number you want. Here, I wouldn't enter, I wouldn't do unlimited because that really kind of defeats the purpose of your time slot. But put in, you know, whatever number you want. If you know how many dates and times and slots that you need, or people per slot, then go ahead and just fill that part in as you need. Now, this is all dates. It defaults to all dates, and what that is going to do is for every date that has that is available, not every date that you have made a time slot for, or a date that you have picked. Every date that is available, they're going to make a 12-to-1 slot for 4 people. So let me show you right here. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, on Saturday, you have your pickup starting at 3. So we don't want to have a 12-to-1 time slot because there will be someone, if not many people, who will pick a 12-to-1 pickup time on Saturday, right? And you've only advertised it 3 to 6, and it's going to populate a 12-to-1. Yeah, as you probably already know, buyers, a lot of people don't read fully, and they're just going to go with whatever time slots are available. So you're going to have people signing up for a time slot that you weren't anticipating being out there to provide pickups for. So make sure that your time slots match your dates. So here we are. Nope, we're not going to have Saturday, but it's going to populate on Friday and Sunday. Done. Save and add another. So you want to do 1 to 2 p.m. 54. Nope, can't do that until 3. So save and add another. Now, if you had all of your days, all 3 of your days had the same time, this would be extremely fast. You wouldn't have to go in and uncheck these. You would just go through and keep it on all dates, and bam, 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 bam. You'd have to do it 6 times and you'd be done. But because we do have a varying time schedule for one of the days, we have to go in and take a little bit more time. So I believe I was on 3 to 4. And this is where we want all dates, because we have our one time starting at 3 on Saturday. So now it gets 4 to 5. Gets a little bit faster and a little bit easier. Now you can title this slot, I mean, we do it by the hour. You can title it whatever you want to title it, or in any type of convention you want to title it. We don't put any help comments in there. I don't know why you would need to put a help comment, but that's there for additional information. Whoops, I didn't need to add that last one. There we go. So then going back, we have all of our time slots that are available. And see, I didn't change the 5 to 6 to 4 people. And what it did was for every single time slot that was available, or date slot that was available, it created that for me. And that's what makes this really, really simple, is that it can create it for you. Now, I need to edit this. I need to edit for 4. So we need to edit for all instances of this slot. So we go to 4. And even if you put edit all instances, it doesn't mean that it's automatically going to do that. You can still go in here and change your date accordingly. So we hit save, and there we go. It's all corrected. Now we go down and we save and continue. Okay, so of course you have to require a name in here somewhere. We used to have email addresses required, but we found that the easiest way to get a hold of people is not by email, but it's by phone. So we want to make this required, because we can either call or text somebody if they miss a time, or if we have questions about if they're bringing additional assistance because we realize they got 45 items and they're all large pieces of furniture, and you have 6 people already scheduled and they're the 7th. Well, you might want to call them and just ensure that they're bringing additional assistance, or if they're bringing a trailer, or things like that. Or conversely, if somebody leaves accidentally with the wrong item, you want to be able to quickly go back and find their information. A lot of you are using Flex or some other type of auction software where you can go back there and take a look. But if you don't have internet connectivity and you have this printed out, it will print out that information, that phone number for you. So it's just a quick flip through. just another way to make things just a little bit easier. Okay, and see, and then you note down here, only the name and comment are seen by the participant. Okay, I know we had a few people who don't like to put their name down because they don't like anybody else seeing, you know, what they're, who's buying or their name or anything like that. So in instances like that, if you have phone calls from people who are leery about that, I would say put down your bidder number or first name, first initial, last name, or some semblance of that, to let them know that, to let you know that, you know, that's who they are, something along those lines. But that information, your name has to be filled out somewhere. So there has to be characters within that block in order for you to process a sign up. Okay, so that's it. You save and continue from there. Are you ready to publish? Well, this gives you a nice overview of what it's going to look like. You can double check all of your dates and times to make sure they look correct. And then if they do, you can go ahead and publish it. Now, from here, you can go ahead and copy your link, which is really simple, and then you can copy and paste it to emails or wherever else that you would like to put it. Don't come up here on this screen here. Don't come up here and do the copy and paste, right-click copy, or Control-C on this guy, because if you notice, this is not the correct direction or address that you want to be putting out onto emails or into any forum. Everybody will not be able to get to the sign up that way. If you notice, it's with the share, which is this tab right here. So what you're gonna want to do is go to view, and there it is. That's the correct URL to copy and paste if you didn't already do this copy link. But you can always go back to this and copy paste from this page. You want to make sure it's always in this view and not your edit content view, because it's going to be the wrong URL every time, and people aren't going to be able to get there. So going back really quickly, so you've already created your sign up and it looks great, and then you notice, oh my gosh, I screwed up, and that's actually not supposed to be this time. You can always go back and edit from this page. Edit content will get you there, will get you back to the start. You just go through the tabs one more time, and you can add and delete, modify from the edit content. Okay. In addition, you can do add and edit and delete people. So I'll go through that really quickly on one of our other options, so you can just kind of take a look on how to go in and edit and delete people. You can't do it from here because we don't have anybody signed up. So just bear with me 1 second. Let's go to sign up. That's a long view here. This is our current one. So we go to add and edit. Sometimes you'll see actually that people will sign up for multiple quantities for slots, and you can change that. You can change the rules on that. We do one slot or one quantity per person, regardless of how much time it takes for them to load up. It just makes things a little bit easier. It's a little bit more work to try to figure out, well, if they got 15 items and how long it's going to take. So they're really actually going to take up 2. You can most of the time that I've noticed in our states, we can deal with multiple people at a time coming to the estate while one person is loading up for 2 hours or 5 hours or 30 minutes. We can help other people coming in and out, so they don't have to take up an additional time slot. But what's really great about this is that we do have people who take up additional time slots. And when you get to this editing of people, you can sort by any one of these. As long as you see the little hand that comes up when you hover, you can't sort by comment or edit or select, but you can by all these others. Let's see if anybody, oh, look at that. Oh, that's a good one. Everybody has already signed up with one. But let's just say somebody had already signed up for 2. This quantity, this Rebecca Lawson, signed up for 2 slots. Then what you want to do is you want to go to edit and then change her quantity. And then you can choose to email her, letting her know that her quantity has changed or something else has changed, or not. We typically don't, when it comes to quantity, send them emails, just because it bogs down emails, and most likely they aren't going to see it until after the fact anyway. And it creates a little bit of, you know, if they do see it before they pick up the phone call and having to explain it and things like that, when it's easier when they're out there to just go and say, you know, hey, listen, just so next time you just need to sign up with 1 quantity, or you can put it into those details. Please only sign up for 1 slot. Don't sign up for do the drop down for 2 or 3 quantities. We just need 1 per. But then again, it's very easy to come back here and go ahead and change this. Here you can also sign somebody up. It's very simple. You can do it from this page, or you can go back and sign someone up for here. So let's say we need somebody to sign up. They've called in, they don't know how to sign up, they can't figure it out, or they're on the road and they're hours away, and so they just need to go ahead and sign up. You just click on the sign up, submit a sign up, and I don't sign them up this way. You can, which is very simple. All it's going to do is sign them up as JD's Realty and Auction, or whatever your name is on your page. I like to put their first name, their last name. We have the default right now set to email, which is not correct. It should be phone number, which I would, you know, copy and paste from their record, and then just do a sign up now. And it's that simple. And you can either send them an email saying that they signed up. Usually, if you're just doing it over the phone, you don't need to send them an email, but you can. But there's different ways to go about that, and that's completely up to how you run your business and how you want to run your SignUp Genius. But other than that, you know, this is a pretty pretty simple tool. It's a game changer. I'll tell you that. We've started using SignUp Genius a couple years ago, and we will never do open pickup ever again. And you will receive, if this is the first time you've done it, you probably will receive some people who are resistant to that. They don't understand why they have to, you know, they have to schedule a pickup to pick up their items. And we always like to give the analogy of, well, you don't just walk into the doctor's office and expect to be seen right away. You have to make an appointment, just like every other profession out there. You can't just walk. You typically can't just walk in and say, I'm here, and be seen right away. So this is the same idea, and people get it really quickly. Customers get it really quickly, and I think you'll be amazed at how easy this is. You can get these done well in advance. Every time you have an auction, you can go ahead and make your SignUp Genius and go in, and once that auction is over, go ahead and just modify the number of slots that you need, and then just copy and paste, and you're you know, off to the races essentially. So again, this is Natalie with JD's Realty and Auction. I hope you found this informative. If you have any questions, you know, please don't hesitate to contact us, and you can reach me at info at jdsauctions plural.com. So info at jdsauctions.com. All right, thanks, and have a great day, guys.